this just a problem in China, or does it affect Africa?
Yes, just like I told you, I would like to speak a little bit about the virus so that this way people can be informed. The virus is actually a positive sense RNA virus, and then for those that understand the meaning of that, it actually functions like human RNA once people get infected, and that is the severity and seriousness of the virus. Because of its ability also to mutate, because it has very high mutation capacity, the virus has what is called species jump. We call it species jump because it can move from one species of animal to the other. And if you talk about coronavirus, there are different coronaviruses that we are battling with in Nigeria and other parts of the country and other parts of African countries. And that is more reason why we are creating this awareness, because we don't want a situation in which we are going to have a mix, because it's just something that has high mutation level, and we have the presence in some animals, like we have the infectious bronchitis in chicken and in birds, and and some other ones also in the livestock, and the possibility of species jump. And it has even been reported that is actually possible. So we are not invariably immune. The reason why we're creating this awareness is because we don't want the kind of outbreak that happened in China to occur also in Nigeria and other African countries. Like I said, the coronavirus is actually present here. And we have to do the needful so that we are not going to have the outbreak such that we have in China. That's number one. And number two is that we have to also create this awareness so that all the necessary preventive measures can be taken to avoid the imports of the one that is causing serious fatality in human beings and some other animals to also be brought into the country.
Let me just take it from there. As of yesterday, some cases were suspected in 3 African countries of Kenya, Ethiopia, and unfortunately in West African country of Ivory Coast. And from these 3 countries, all those cases were cases of majorly students and other persons that were residing in China, Wuhan, where the disease is endemic. And because of the severity of the cases, they were traveling back to their countries. And at the border port and at the airport, they were tested, and this was suspected. Especially, the severity is more in the West African region. That is the lady that was traveling down to Ivory Coast. So, and Nigeria is not that far away from Ivory Coast. So, epidemiologically, the disease transmission is highly possible.
Dr. Akpan, give us an insight into how to detect the coronavirus cases as well as prevention.
First and foremost, right now it's one-way traffic in such a way that anybody that is traveling from an endemic area, traveling from China down to Nigeria, at the ports or at the borders, anybody that is showing respiratory signs and fevers of unknown origin is automatically a suspected case. That's the way to go about it. It's actually a suspected case. So you are traveling down, you're having, and then you've been given treatment for about 48 hours for common things like malaria and the common cold, and your condition is not responding to it. Automatically, that patient or that individual is a possible case of coronavirus infection until stated otherwise, until proven otherwise by laboratory test.
And there are some preventive measures that we can also start taking in-house so that we can at least prevent the spread of the virus, either from outside the country or from one person to another in the country. Like the test at the ports is important. The campaign on washing of hands is important. The campaign on living an hygienic life is important. And all of those campaigns that have been going on is what we should take serious so that we can also be able to prevent the spread of this disease either into the country or from one person to the other within the country.
And this question, we would like to know at the individual level, what should be done to protect oneself from possible infection?
Like Dr. Bayo said, the adequate precautionary measures of hygiene, and when you are in, let's say you are going on a train, or in for health workers, you need to put on a nose mask. Since we have known that there is a respiratory infection that can be carried by droplets around respiratory droplets. So personal hygiene, ensuring that if you are traveling to China, you avoid contact with infected persons or with animals as much as you can. But the nose mask is of utmost importance.